With a single fridge, there's always plenty of space on the back of the refrigerator vent to string wire. But with a double fridge, not so much. So I would have had to go through next to the chimney on this side, and that means having a lot of heat on the wire all the way down. So what we did was we opened up this wall here, and we drilled a hole up to the roof, and then I put the combiner box on top of the hole to keep it from leaking. And you can see a little bit of the sealant there that's dribbled down into the wire loom. But this is my number 4 wire, and it goes down through this wall. I'll be mounting my battery monitor on that wall as well, so going to be quite a bit of wiring going through there. Now my project is to get a way to pass the wire through to the front of the rig where the batteries are. And so I'm going to be drilling a hole right through here, and hopefully be able to pull that wire harness through and back up to the front. Okay, now I'm looking under the shower. I have a convenient access hole, and I'm looking from this side. I've strung a couple of pilot wires. Don't know if I'll need them or not. But there's a drill bit sticking out of that back wall, and that's right where I want it to be. So I'm going to get a little bit bigger bit. Well, 1-inch drill bit, and I'm going to make that hole big enough to pass the wire harness through. Here I am working underneath the refrigerator, and I've cored out a piece of the wall there. In fact, there's a little bit left, but I'm going to run the wire along where these other wires and pipes are behind the water pump, and it's going to go forward toward the front of the vehicle. There's my knee pad. So I was able to reach that pretty easily. All that cable that was sitting under the refrigerator was all just over the place, so I was able to pretty easily grab a handful of it and pull it through. And there I have a my pilot wire. I put a little hole through the loom there, tied it around, and the next thing I'm going to do is put some electric tape on to try to hold it, and hopefully that'll be strong enough that I can pull it through. There's the cable on the other side. Just have to figure out how to fish it through here. And there we go. And took a little bit of dexterity to get it through. Second thought, I really should have put this pilot wire through this loop I made in the ground wire. That would have made it a lot easier to get through, but it wasn't too much trouble. So now I've got to pull out as much of this as I can. Okay, I've got all the slack out of there, and I'm doing a little testing here to see if it's going to reach, and it looks like I'm just barely going to reach the spot where I'm planning to put the charge controller, so I didn't order too much wire. Hopefully it'll make it. Okay, here's my next pilot wire, and that's going to take me through there and hopefully behind the furnace and these drawers. It's quite a maze under the furnace, but fortunately I've got room where I can squeeze my fingers in and kind of help it along. The pilot wire does help as I'm trying to pull this through. I have something to grab a hold of, but then I have to help feed the wire through some of the tighter spots. So far so good.